tonight. House of Representatives condemned the agony that trails 2025 Joint Admission and Matriculation Board examination. Nigerian Governors Forum meets National Council of Traditional Rulers on proposed bill for establishment of National Council for Traditional Rulers. Good evening and welcome to Nta Ijebu Ode News at 7. My name is Mercy Izishi and here are the news in details. The House of Representatives has condemned what it described as the agony that trailed the 2025 Joint Admission and Matriculation Board examination and resolved to investigate the matter. Ignatius Nkwo reports.
Well, that was the motion that came under matter of urgent public importance, and it was the first one. And well, actually, members were engaged on that particular motion. You saw interest, you saw emotions as Representative Adewale Adebayo described that issue, the circumstances of the 2025 JAMB result as an agony. He said that exercise did not just only witness massive failure, but also loss of life, as the House in its entirety made some resolutions, and particularly that there should be establishment of all the exam centers in all the 704 local governments across the states. And then they also resolved to invite the registrar for question and investigation. Now, but I have with me here a member who wants to talk on this particular motion. Thank you for joining us. Now, you saw that motion, you saw feelings, you saw emotions there in the chamber as regards to that 2025 JAMB. Now, what do you think drove that motion in the House?
It has been deliberated upon, discussed, and views were presented and discussed. We come to realize that there are a lot to be done on it, and the Speaker agreed that the investigation should go on so that the House will be availed with the required and necessary information to be able to take further actions. Despite the fact that the registrar has come out publicly to, first of all, for the first time, I had somebody coming out with remorseful to say, yes, he takes responsibility on behalf of JAMB. He know that there were a lot of, problems that culminated into all this failure and the rest of it. I think the resolution is cogent, is very important, because the moment JAMB or students have problem, the entire education ecosystem will be affected. So the resolution is perfect. The committee will investigate with the view to report back to the House to deliberate and see way forward.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Before then, 3 members in the chamber defected. Now, one member, Oluwoloke from Osun State, defected from the PDP to the APC. Another member from Kano, 2 members from Kano State, Kabiru Al-Hassan and Abdullahi Sani, all defected from the NNPP to the APC. Well, that defection witnessed a presence of people who came for solidarity, led by the National Chairman of the All Progressives Congress, Abdullahi Omar Ganduje. Well, this is what we have for you at the moment.
The Nigerian Education Loan Fund, NEL Fund, is transparent in the disbursement of funds to beneficiaries, and there is no reported case of misappropriation. Minister of Education Dr. Tunji Alaosa made the clarification while briefing the media on the outcome of the meeting with the National Universities Commission, NEL Fund, and Vice Chancellors of some universities in Abuja. Zero Dugman reports.
Reacting to an investigation by the ICPC on alleged misappropriation of funds in NEL Fund, the Education Minister sets the record straight.
There is no fraud in NEL Fund. What the issue we had was some process issue that had to do with the timeline for disbursement of funds. Timeline from when funds get deposited into the university's account, from when the university students are notified. But as I said earlier on, we're working to better streamline those processes.
Dr. Alaosa says a committee has been set up to rework and enhance the guidelines of operations for NEL Fund to ensure discrepancies do not occur.
They would come up with clear nomenclature on the charges that each university would charge, so that we're all talking about the same thing. If we say this is boarding charges, we know it's boarding charges. Of course, the university would decide the amount, those amounts are not going to be universal. And once we do this, all this problem that the major problem we've just spoken about will be eliminated.
The committee is expected to submit its report to the ministry in 3 weeks for necessary action. In Abuja, Zen Redding Moon, NTA News.
The Nigerian Governors Forum is currently meeting with the National Council of Traditional Rulers on the proposed bill for the establishment of National Council for Traditional Rulers. The proposed law, which seeks to provide for the constitutional recognition and roles for the traditional institutions in grassroots governance and security, is currently receiving inputs from selected governors and monarchs across Nigeria. Chairman Nigeria Governors Forum, represented by Governor of Imo State, Hope Uzodinma, says the proposed amendment bill will legislate on issues around security challenges, especially banditry, terrorism, and other sundry crimes in the country. Hope Uzodinma commends the effort of traditional rulers in playing complementary roles in peace building and communal living across the country, and pledged to do justice to the bill for even growth and development. The House of Representatives Committee on National Planning and Economic Development has held an interactive section with the delegation of the National Bureau of Statistics towards promoting growth and generating employment for Nigerian youths amidst current economic landscape. National Assembly correspondent Joshua Ogunjide tells us more.
The 10th House of Representatives is concerned about the effectiveness of some introduced economic policies that they alleged have been undermined by structural bottlenecks and supply chain inefficiencies, amongst other factors.
And the full year of 2024 Economic Performance Report. The report showed that the nominal GDP in quarter 4 2024 was 78.37 trillion, which is higher than the figure that we have in quarter 4 of 2023. That was 65.91 trillion. So as we are saying that the economy is stabilizing, is growing, as doing better than we have before.
The committee also reviews the rate of poverty, youth unemployment, and how to bridge gaps of development in tandem with annual budgeting.
Considering the current economic landscape, the monetary authorities, as they meet next week, should consider a more accommodative stance that promotes growth and employment generation.
In another development, the African Diaspora Union, African Descendants in Diaspora Union, has presented a private bill, the African Descendants Citizenship Bill, to the National Assembly for legislative consideration.
Gone are the days that will be deprived of our rights, which is knowing a citizenship right, having it, sense of ownership. And that's why we're here today, to get the bill to a distinguished Senator Nwoko to pray and request that our wish and request will be granted, which is to sign off the bill that identity, anytime, any day, Nigerians should be free to come to their country without having to be restrained from anywhere, any port, to ask for their identity or get another visa to come into their country. And that's the reason for this meeting today.
All I'm going to do is to present this to my committee members who work around it. That's why I've called my SLA on drafting, to look at it and say how we can make it practicable.
From the National Assembly, Joshua Ogunjide, NT News.
We will be going on a break. Please stay tuned.
Are you desiring a future career in nursing science, law, medical laboratory science, public health, accounting, economics, agricultural extension and rural development, criminology and security studies, and other NUC-approved and accredited professional academic programs? Is your UTME score 140 and above? Then this information is for you. Admission for all these courses is currently ongoing at the Atiba University, Oyo, Nigeria's fastest growing and cost-effective private university. The university is located in the peaceful, serene, and secure environment of Oyo Township in Oyo State, Nigeria. Hurry now. Admission is in progress. Visit www.atibauniversity.edu.ng to apply, or call any of these numbers: 081-034-94152, 080-385-79822. What are you waiting for? The future is now.
Oh, what a
wonderful world of SureClean detergent. Oh yes, you can have a clean and bright wash with SureClean. SureClean detergent is tough on stains, gentle on your hands, and leaves clothes smelling fresh. Oh see, for clean whites and all colors, SureClean detergent makes you shine. As you spread it all, you can see the shine of SureClean brightness. Now, wear your smile with pride and nothing to hide. SureClean detergent makes your family clean and happy. SureClean detergent, happiness with every wash.
Welcome back from the break. Now the news continues. Following U.S. aid cuts gradually taking its toll on some nations, health watchers in Nigeria want the federal government to prioritize research funding in alternative medicine to advance breakthroughs. Elizabeth Omori reports that this was at a health forum where discussions also focused mental well-being.
Recognizing the importance of alternative medicine requires proactive, holistic, and integrated approaches to promote an effective health system. Experts say alternative medicine practices rely on natural remedies such as herbs, supplements, and specific diets. This gathering of erudite scholars in the field of alternative medicine aims to amplify benefits of God's healing power through medicine. Dr. Jofia is a cancer survivor.
Every plant is very important. You just cut off any plant, no.
Our forefathers, 80, 100 years, they do surgery, they do a lot of things, they cure, but there was no orthodox medicine like now. And what do they use? They use alternative medicine. That the government should support us.
The forum also analyzed their holistic approach to alternative medicine, which focuses on emotional and physical well-being.
Issues of people breaking down constantly with health issues and things. People associate it to, now your village people, now this, now this. No, sometimes it's the state of the mind. When the state of your mind is unhealthy, everything becomes toxic in you. So we need women to once in a while unwind, find time to relax, do that thing that they love doing, and also take care of themselves.
They recommend improved funding in alternative medicine research, regular medical checks, and exercise to aid mental health. Elizabeth Omori, NTA News.
President, Road Safety Officers' Wives Association, Nafisat Shehu Mohammed, is urging motorists and drivers to imbibe road safety culture while driving. She said this when she visited the Area 1 Park in Abuja as part of the activities commemoration of the 8th United Nations Global Road Safety Week. Oyemi Ajayi reports.
It is common knowledge that most deaths in the country are preventable if the right rules are adhered to. A known bad choice made by pedestrians is crossing roads, especially highways. This decision, according to available data, has accounted for many deaths in the country. At the 8th UN Global Road Safety Week, the Road Safety Officers' Wife Association, ROSOA, is taking the campaign to the Area 1 Motor Park, not just to caution drivers against crashes, but also echo the need for pedestrians to use designated bridges, as well as encourage the use of cycling in the country.
Without life, there's no celebration. So I urge us all to be responsible road users. We should give each and every one of us an enabling environment to live on the street. Those that are walking the street should be given that opportunity to live. That is the pedestrians. We should learn to use the pedestrian crossing. Many a times, many of us don't know the use of this pedestrian crossing. Instead of you to cross the road, the bridge is available for you to use. Why don't we use it? It's important.
While urging every driver to be a responsible road user, experts suggest that government should create a designated road for cycling to ensure safety on the highways. Aside this, the ROSOA president also seeks action against the sale of hard drinks in the motor parks across the country. Oyemi Ajayi, NTA News.
The National Environmental Standard and Regulation Enforcement Agency has shut down 21 facilities in the Federal Capital Territory for failing to comply with extant environmental laws. Mina Daniels reports.
FCT residents may soon enjoy environmental serenity as National Environmental Standards Regulation and Enforcement Agency (NESRA) moves to sanction pollution offenders. Among the facilities and projects sealed off recently for breaching pollution extant laws in a recent enforcement move of the agency in the FCT includes Ochacho Real Homes Limited, Idu, Cosgrove Shopping Mall Project, Wuse 2, Belmont Court, Idu, and 18 others. Addressing the media after the operation, the Director General of NESRA, Professor Innocent Baiko, informed that the enforcement exercise was carried out to halt the adverse environmental impacts of the activities of these facilities.
It is a process. We don't just get up and start doing. There's a regulation, and we follow the regulation step by step. Now, what you find there is that it will call their attention to an infraction, an environmental infraction. It doesn't mean that we have come to the end of the road. We're also expecting that they will respond.
Contractors, they know what the law says. They know issue about EIA Act. It's not something that started today or yesterday.
Professor Barako also stated that the construction sector has continued to deviate from the provisions of the National Environmental Construction Sector Regulations 2011 and the Environmental Impact Assessment Act and called on offenders to desist. The swift enforcement exercise by the agency is a move that has sent signals to potential offenders to make hay while the sun shines. For residents, it's time to sleep with both eyes closed once again. In Abuja, Nina Daniels, NTA News.
That's all we have for you today on Nta Ijebu Ode News at 7. Thank you for joining us today. Have a great night.
Are you desiring a future career in nursing science, law, medical laboratory science, public health, accounting, economics, agricultural extension and rural development, criminology and security studies, and other NUC-approved and accredited professional academic programs? Is your UTME score 140 and above? Then this information is for you. Admission for all these courses is currently ongoing at the Atiba University, Oyo, Nigeria's fastest growing and cost-effective private university. The university is located in the peaceful, serene, and secure environment of Oyo Township in Oyo State, Nigeria. Hurry now. Admission is in progress. Visit www.atibauniversity.edu.ng to apply. Or call any of these numbers: 081-034-94152, 080-385-79822. What are you waiting for? The future is now.
Oh, what a wonderful world of Sure Clean detergent. Oh yes, you can have a clean and bright wash with Sure Clean. Sure Clean detergent is tough on stains, gentle on your hands, and leaves clothes smelling fresh. Oh see, for clean whites and all colors, Sure Clean detergent makes you shine. As you spread it all, you can see the shine of Sure Clean brightness. Now, wear your smile with pride and nothing to hide. Sure Clean detergent makes your family clean and happy. Sure Clean detergent, happiness with every wash.